It's been a long minute, but let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pros. Hi, I'm Delpy and you're welcome to Bytes Unlocked. In today's video, we're taking a look at Samsung's latest release for the Buds lineup, and it's the Buds 3 Pro. This accessory was announced in the month of July. It came together with the foldable devices. For pricing, the Buds 3 Pro is going for a little over $200 depending on where you're purchasing it from. It comes in a redesigned case with a transparent lid that allows you to see the buds, and I feel like Samsung was doing this to let you know in case you didn't put both earbuds in there or even either of them in there. It's quite a fancy case, gives it a much more premium look, and I think I like this casing. Samsung is giving you two color options for the Buds 3 Pros. We have a white version and a silver version. The variant I have here is the silver variant. The design for the Buds 3 Pros are one that's caused some controversies online, especially for the fact that people were saying that the Buds 3 Pros look quite similar to the AirPods because Apple is known to be the ones that have stems for their earbuds. Samsung is known to not put stems on their earbuds. Looking at the Buds 2 Pros, but it does not entirely look like the AirPods. There are some functionalities here that I find very interesting. One of which is the blade lights. Now, these blade lights have a couple of functions, like being able to stay on when you're wearing them, which makes you look very cool. And if for some reason you misplace your buds in the dark and you want to find them, there's a feature in the Find My Device or Find My Earbuds option on the phone. This allows the accessory to blink a couple of times for you to find it, especially in the dark. And I find it very useful and very functional, especially for people who kind of misplace the buds at any point in time. The blade lights could be enabled by pinching and holding both earbuds outside the case until the lights turn on. And once they are on, you can put them in your ears and start listening to music. But you could also change the mode at which the lights operate using the Wearables app on your Samsung device. If you don't use a Samsung device, you can still pair it to any operating system, and all you need is the Wearables app to have most of these functionalities as well, because the Wearable app is open source and you can download it on either App Store or the Google Play Store. Of course, in the box you get options for ear tips, and Samsung gives you a smaller version, a much more medium one, and a bigger ear tip. Depending on your ear size, you could choose from a range of these ones to use. I'm personally using the one that comes in the casing by default, and they feel comfortable in my ears. They work pretty well. The Galaxy Buds 3 Pros come with an IP rating of IP57, so I wouldn't really advise anyone to go swimming with it or going into deep waters with it. However, if you're doing a workout and there's sweat all over it, or maybe you're walking through the rain, you don't need to necessarily worry about it being destroyed. However, dust might be a factor, and so you should be very careful of how you get closer to dust particles, because that might cause the accessory to not function properly. A few functions you can get with the Wearables app paired with the Buds 3 Pros include the ability to play around the equalizer, and also you get to control the blade lights as stated earlier. You also get touch controls. Depending on how you want your touch controls to respond, you could actually customize them with the Wearables app. You also have a very interesting feature I've not seen on any earbud so far, and that is the neck stretch reminder. If you're somebody who ends up bending your neck a lot or stretching your neck in weird positions that might cause injury to your neck, the buds could actually remind you to correct your posture. The last but most important feature within the Wearables app is the Find My option. You could use this to find the buds in case you misplace them, and you need to make sure you've set it up to avoid having any issue in case you misplace it. Touch control. Now, this is where the Buds 3 Pros stand out from any other earbuds on the planet. Let me explain. Comparing this to the Buds 2 Pros, whenever I was making a call with the Buds 2 Pros and I mistakenly slightly tap or touch my earbuds, it ends the call or it pauses the music without me having to manually end it. It was a problem for me because for some reason I am somebody who is very touchy. Samsung has eliminated that feature on here, and how it works is you'd actually have to hear a click. You literally have to pinch the stems of this device to hear a click before it performs a function, thereby disallowing the mistake touches that could end the call or pause the music if you don't want it to. The touch functions on here include: 1, pinching to pause, pick a call, or even end a call. Secondly, double pinching to switch between music, triple pinching to go back to a previous song, and also swiping up or down to increase or reduce the volume of the music you are listening to. You just need to swipe the stem down and it reduces it, swipe it up and it increases it. That's like a very, very cool feature to have on the earbuds. One amazing feature I can't go without is active noise cancellation. It's great. The active noise cancellation on here is mind-blowing. I mean, I've tested a few earbuds before and I must say this is much improved as compared to what is on the Buds 2 Pros. Samsung gives you the option to toggle on adaptive noise cancellation, which boosts or softens the noise effect depending on your surroundings. I mean, if it's in a very noisy area, it will automatically increase it to allow you to consume whatever you're doing clearly. Or if it thinks you're in a space where you don't really need it, it reduces it for you to also enjoy whatever you're listening, or even if you're on a call. Another interesting feature on here is when the buds automatically switch to ambient mode anytime it hears the sound of a siren. This makes you more aware to your surroundings, avoiding any casualties like accidents or injuries in general. Other additional features include the adaptive equalizer. Now this adapts to how the buds fit in your ears. Depending on how your ear holes are, the buds would fit to adapt and produce the right sound for your listening. It's quite smart and you barely notice it if you're not much of an audiophile. I feel like it's a nice feature, and for somebody who has very thin eardrums, this should work pretty well for them. When it comes to audio quality, the bass on here feels fuller. It's much more richer with sound output, and there's a balance between the lows and the highs. I really love the output. When it comes to the battery life on here, Samsung advertised it as a 6 hours plus some few minutes on this device, but on my test with active noise cancellation turned on and so many other functions going on in the background, I could go as high as 5 hours and a couple of minutes. And that in combination with the casing, you could have as high as 24 hours worth of listening time or playback time, and not worrying about charging your buds or the case as well. And when it comes to charging, you can charge the earbuds with a Type-C charging port, and they give you that cable in the box as well. But it also has wireless charging support, so if you use like the Galaxy S24 Ultra or any of the Samsung devices that have support for reverse wireless charging, you could easily place it at the back of the device and it's going to charge it easily for you. That has been it for my review for the Galaxy Buds 3 Pros. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and also if you're interested in things like this, don't forget to share it to someone who might need us. And as always, we will talk more, Charlie.